Welcome inside the D-Bar. Greg Campbell along Steve Baxter. And, well, Steve, I mean, it's not a playoff game officially, but these two teams 5-9 and 5-10 respectively, both pushing for the playoffs at this point. I think it's a win-win situation for the fans and for the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a very intense game between both of these teams. Like you just said, they're both in the playoff hunt, so we're about to see a crazy game.
We're about to see what happens here at the D-Bar. 40 minutes of action will determine who has the inside track in the OCA West Division. We're going to flip our action over to the court right now and take our attention there. So we have action going on between the Mountaineers and the Saints in the second game of a doubleheader here at the D-Bar. And we are up and we are underway. Starting for the Saints, David Gomez Jr., Juan Lynch, Nick Vedgley, as well as Jalen Sykes and Glenn Willis-Paris. Now on the other side for the Mountaineers, well, it's Milos Majan, Emmanuel Otong, Kudjo Masuka returns to lineup, Matt Foster and Aaron Case rounding out the starting five. Right away, Otong with the rebound into the hands of Case. Otong, the kick in the corner. Foster gets his man moving. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Matt Foster gets his man in the air, and that's what you like, aggressiveness early on.
What very nice aggressiveness. He was open for that jump shot, and that's what made the defender jump at him. And you know what? If he didn't foul him, I think he would have had an easy two.
Willis-Paris matched up with Milos Majan on the block. Foster pocket right corner. Let's find Masuka. Kudjo, he's going to spin off. He's going to go off glass. Shot altered on the play. Willis-Paris had a hand in on it. Sykes, the other way. Ball moved around to the left wing. Gomez Jr. dumps it off. Pocket left corner, three. Too strong. Kudjo with the rebound. Outlet. Milos Majan. 2-on-1 the other end. It's going to get bumped. It's going to get off the foot of Milos lashed. And good hustle play by Sykes on the play.
Yeah, he really wanted that drive in there. But you know what? That was very excellent defense on the strip there. Not only that, it was off Mohawk, so they retained possession.
Juan Lynch has it. Matched up with Aaron Case. Let's get it to the right side for Sykes. Matched up with Masuka. Willis-Paris. There you go, and there's the first basket of the contest. A deep three. Contested three, to say the least. Foster on the other end can't respond. Ball tipped around. Nice little punch by Foster right into the hands, unfortunately, of Lynch. 4-on-2 the other way. Willis-Paris off glass, too strong. Lynch rebound. Kick out. Gomez Jr. Willis-Paris again. That's back-to-back threes. Glenn Willis-Paris is off to a 6-0 run on his own.
Yes, he is. A very quick 6 points, as there is a nice alley-oop layup there, and Mohawk finally gets on the board.
Foster to Majan on that play. 6-2 contest, 2 minutes in here at the D-Bar. Watching OCA men's basketball action. Oh my goodness, Willis-Paris, 8 points already, 2 minutes into this contest. On M-Link Sports and Entertainment, Steve Baxter along myself, Greg Campbell. Willis-Paris got the steal. It's going to end up in the hands of Gomez Jr. Bumped by Case. We're going to get a travel on the play. So we're actually going to call a foul on the play. So Gomez Jr. gets called on it.
Yeah, I mean, when you go up and set a screen on the ball handler, you can't be moving. You got to set yourself.
Interesting to know, two of St. Clair's players are from Michigan, including Gomez Jr., who hails from Pontiac, Michigan, in his third year of eligibility. As you can see, got that right shoulder taped up just a little bit. Mountaineers came into this game 5-9 on the year. St. Clair 5-10. Talking to Brendan Sagan, the head coach of the Saints, he says, well, this team is building piece by piece, and they're getting there slowly. Gomez got Foster moving on that one. Good thing he didn't trampled over, though.
Yeah, nice little one-armed fake there to get his man to jump, and he was almost piggybacking him on that one. 14
on the shot clock. Saints will inbound. Willis-Paris. Make that double figures!
Willis-Paris.
10, Mountaineers 2. What a start. The 6'6" Windsor forward, second year of eligibility, putting his name here on the map in the early stages of this OCA West action.
And what a steal by Mohawk.
Cudjoe the other way. Oh, in and out of the toilet bowl.
He just can't get that one to go.
Gomez Jr. kicks it, pocket right corner, too strong, Lodge on rebound.
And you know what? I think they were lucky on that one. He had a very good look there in the corner. I think it's a blessing that St. Clair did not hit that shot.
End up in the corner for Case. Dumps into Mladjon. No look to Masuka. Straightaway 3. In and out. So back to back out of the toilet bowl for Cudjoe Masuka. Saints coming the other way. Sykes. So dictate his teammate and Lynch across the bottom. Set that screen for Gomez Jr. Off glass, too strong. Off the right hand, just a little too strong on that play. You gotta like the take though.
Yeah, but at this point, I think you should have just given it to Paris.
Cudjoe with the, again, 3 times in and out of the rim. Coming the other way, one-on-one. Nice little Euro step off glass, and that is in. Soft little touch, Jalen Sykes.
Very nice take by Sykes there. Confident, and you know what? Just a very strong take.
Cudjoe, 0-3 from the field. Mladjon, a little too strong. 10-point lead already here in the early stages for the Saints. Gomez! There's a timeout called on the floor. Brian Jonker has seen enough here early on. 10 points from Glenn Willis Paris alone, and the Saints out to a 14-2 lead. And we're already seeing with 5:20 left here in the first quarter, partner, a bit of the same storylines we saw in that ladies game just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, even Mohawk has had a couple layups that have just rimmed out, and there was that one breakaway layup that they should have had, didn't make it. But I mean, Willis Paris is just unstoppable right now. A bunch of the shots that he has taken, other than those threes, have, he's been covered pretty well, but has just been able to make them.
And the thing is that Willis Paris, he's not even in the top 5 of scoring for his team. He sits 7th on the team in total points per game. David Gomez is a player to watch out for in this one, averaging 25 points per game. Jalen Sykes as well, 22 points a game when it's said and done when you average it out. Every other player under 10 points on that lineup. So those two make up the majority of the scoring. But, hey, it doesn't matter right now because Willis Paris has 10, and while they're up by 12 here in the early stages.
And you know what would be scary if Willis Paris, if the other guys end up contributing as well without Willis Paris downgrading in his game, it could become very scary for Mohawk.
Brendan Sagan was saying to me before the game that they had to watch for Emmanuel Otong, and yes, he is quite the explosive player, to say the least, averaging 24.4 points per game himself. Not too shabby. The Mountaineers, Brian Jonker, his squad facing an early deficit.
Mohawk Mountaineers in a 2-3 zone now.
Deep 3, that's going to be contested and shot altered on the play. Case is going to push the pace. Cudjoe's got it. Back to Case. Otong, right wing 3, short. High pointing the rebound on that play is Lynch. Lynch playing against that 2-3 zone, very high up. Pocket, right wing, shot in and out on the play by Ian Smart off the pass of Dalen Davis. Cudjoe behind the back. Oh, nifty little move with the right hand and a finish.
What a move there.
Cudjoe Masuka, after going 0-3 at one point, finally finds himself on the box score. 10-point lead. Tried to find a dumb pass inside. Was Davis on the play, and just a little too nifty on that one.
Yep, just ends up throwing it out of bounds. Might have just, should have taken the layup there, but you know what?
Otong, Case, Dolmage, right wing, 3, short. Gomez, rebound. Gomez almost gets tripped up. He's gonna outlet it. He's gonna get fouled on the play. Case is gonna get called. Sykes is gonna head to the line. So again, you're seeing that pushing of the pace for the Saints, both in the women's game and the men's game. And already we can see the Mountaineers on their heels backing up in transition.
Let's see if they can get something going here after St. Clair shoots these free throws.
So Jalen Sykes Second on the team in scoring, makes the first, averaging 22 points almost a game, shoots 77% from the line, nearly 50% from the field, averages 6.1 rebounds a game as well. Dolmage secured it off the strong take. And that is intercepted. And luckily, Sykes was out of bounds after he puts in the emphatic cram that won't count.
That would, yeah, that dunk probably would have been nasty.
So Emmanuel Tong and his squad. 3:50 left here in the first, trailing early. Have a game in hand on St. Clair, but same amount of wins. Tong, again too strong. Rebound by the Saints. Going the other way. Davis was trailing, still ends up with it. Pocket, left wing, 3. Got it. Gomez Jr., he has something to say to Dolmage at the end.
As he stares him down saying, hey, you know what? Even if you're guarding me, that does not matter.
Dolmage got it. Cudjoe. They split the defenders, going to lose the ball on the floor. Who's got it? It's going to be a jump ball is my guess, and that's what we got on the floor. The Mountaineers retain possession with 9 on the shot clock. 14-point lead for the Saints. I think Brian Jonker and his squad a little flabbergasted, to say the least, with this strong start by the Saints. Tong, so long.
Nails that 3 with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good pocket right corner 3 by Emmanuel Tong. And again, this high 2-3 zone being set up by Brian Jonker and his squad. Gomez. Ball swung around the world. Skips across the pond, right into the hands of Tong.
Tong looking for a man to pass to, just can't quite find one. Finds Dolmage.
Foster's got it now. Driving into lane, slip pass underneath. Tong with the convert off the pass from Jordan Martin. So good. Good little collapse by the defense from the penetration by Jordan Martin, and the Mountaineers prevail in that series. Splitting defenders, pretty little take, Dalen Davis.
And that was good on on Dolmage to just keep his hands straight up in the air. Don't swing, don't commit any stupid fouls.
Tong, deep 3, that's too strong. And hitting the floor hard are a pair of players, Ian Smart and Dolmage on the play. So we're going to get a pair of substitutions coming from Brendan Sagan and his squad, as with Brian Jonker. Case is in, Mladjon's in, Cudjoe is out, Dolmage is out. Lynch is out for the other side, as is Smart. So full court press right now. Just a weak full court press by the Mountaineers, but they do get a break from TJ Howard. Gomez, straightaway 3 on the right side, got it.
And you know what? He is just starting to get into the groove right now. Just keep on saying, hey, doesn't matter if you're in my face or not, I'm going to make this bucket.
Team's leading scorer averaging nearly 25 a game. Makes good there in the lead, back to 14. Hustled by the Saints. Davis skips it across the pond. Driving baseline, off that right hand, floater's good by Sykes.
And St. Clair just has everything going their way right now. Getting all the shots they want. Not only that, capitalizing on them as well, and playing excellent defense.
Martin over to Case. Case calling for Martin. Across the lane. Martin shifting inside, stolen. Sykes got it. 3 on 2 the other day. Outlet to Gomez, back to Sykes. Left wing 3, bang!
And what a 3 by St. Clair. Again, Mohawk timeout.
Jalen Sykes, yikes for the Mountaineers.
Oh my God, and that's putting it lightly.
As they trail by 19 in the late stages here in the first quarter. And Brian Jonker and his squad, well, I mean, it's a frustrating time to say the least. They are a game up right now on the Saints, but I mean, that's a completely different thing, and they've got to make a lot of adjustments here early on, as they are getting blitzkrieged here in the early stages.
It's Mountaineers. It's just, they're out of sync. everything is not going their way, so we are going to go over to the head coach and see what he has to say to his team.
So we'll see what adjustments Brian Jonker and his squad have made with under a minute left here in the first Q. Watching OCA men's basketball action here on your Saturday evening, we'll say now, here at the D-Bar. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through the action. You get a foul on the floor while they're driving baseline. So Tong's going to inbound underneath the net with 17 on the shot clock. Saints fell asleep. Foster makes them pay.
Nails that three. Amazing pass, and you know what? He did work to get open there. And now Mohawk needs to see if they can get something defensively going and then go down on offense and make a bucket.
Say that and some more, partner, here in the early stages, down 16. Sykes get by Case, not before the illegal screen set on the play by TJ Howard, the third-year forward out of Hamilton, Ontario. So about a 3.5 difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Martin could be the last play of the first quarter. Dump into Blanchard. Touch passes around the world. Martin ends up with it. Right with three, bang!
And that was the ball movement they have been looking for.
Gomez Jr., 5 on the shot clock. What happens at the end? Howard on the right wing. Whoa, what you can do, I can do better. A deep two, and whatever momentum the Mountaineers thought they had for a second, well, the air got sucked out of them. And in this building, as the Saints doubling up the Mountaineers after one quarter, 30-15. And partner, it's similar storylines we're seeing to the female game where the Saints they came out with so much energy. It's not the full court press that has done the difference, but I mean, they're just so explosive at this point. As you can see, deep threes being made up here on the scoreboard here at the D-Bar. And it's that long three-ball move. Well, now they're forcing the defense high, and then they're getting those inside looks.
As you see, Willis Paris just absolutely ripping Mohawk in that first quarter.
It's the pocket corners that are killing them here early on, or the wing.
Yeah, and
the high percentage shots.
Just like we were saying about the women's game. They've been playing pretty good defense up until the last couple seconds of the shot clock, and it just seems St. Clair gets an open man in the corner.
Now David Gomez, one of the stars of this Saints squad, hailing from Pontiac, Michigan, 6'2" guard, averages 25 points per game. Ooh. And while he hasn't been the focal point because Willis Paris had 10 points straight out the bat on his own, I mean, we see Gomez heating up here now, and he's really playing a huge role.
Yes, we do see him heating up here.
On the other side, well, it's Emmanuel Tong has been the story of this Mountaineers squad. Talking to Brian Jonker before the game, he said, you know, how this guy goes is how this team goes, and you can see why. 6'6", hailing out of Cambridge, Ontario, averaging 24 points per game. And so far, well, he's had a bit of a struggle to this contest to begin. 5 points after one quarter, only 2 of 6 from the field to be exact. The Mountaineers shoot 30% from the field in that first quarter, compared to 63% for the visitors. David Gomez Jr. has 8, Jalen Sykes has 8, and Glenn Willis Paris, who had 10 right off the bat, is 4 or 5 from the field for 10 points and 3 rebounds. Noticeable differences, while the Mountaineers being out-rebounded by 4 at this point. Outside of that, it's been fairly even, we'll say, to say the least. Both teams with 5 turnovers as second quarter action is underway here at the D-Bar. Nice little slip on the streak and the finish, Dalen Davis. Smart play there.
That was a very nice take, very patient.
Foster had that penetration, kicked it out to Martin. Nice no look underneath. Milos Mlajan with the finish.
Ooh, that almost had me standing up behind the booth here.
Gomez Jr. can't even respond the other way. 15-point lead for the Saints here early on. Howard drives baseline, reverse layup, too strong, Case rebound. Case pushing the pace. So he calls his number, and he's gonna lose that. Ray says it's just a little too strong.
Playing good defense by himself down there.
Sykes and Case going at it. Doesn't get the 8-second call, Brian Jonker and his squad. Davis to Sykes. Gonna get spinned around by Case. Davis got it. Ford, pull-up jumper. In and out. Milos almost hit that in.
Tries to go to the bank on that one. Can't quite hit it with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Case got it. Martin Euro step, and he's going to draw the foul.
Nice take. He's a little bit disappointed in himself that he didn't make that shot, but you know what? Overall, very nice take. He's going to the line for 2 shots.
Jordan Martin will head to the line for 2. Coming into the game, only played 5 games so far this year. 1 start, averaging almost 11 points per game, shoots 67% from the charity stripe, 46% from the field.
And you know what? Being a guard and shooting 46% from the field, considering a lot of those might be outside shots, is a very good shooting percentage. So he's doing very well for himself.
Goes 1 of 2 on that trip there. About a minute and a half here into the second quarter. 14-point lead for the Saints. Gomez trying to get Martin moving. Wanted to travel, didn't get it. Still has the ball. Gets Martin moving. He said words I will not repeat after he got pump fake there. Otong ends up with it.
Otong
is going to get stripped on the play. They call a foul first on Ali Mansour. 5'7" guard out of Windsor, Ontario. Was trying to blow by the smaller defender in the play initially on Monsieur, but a little ticky-tacky foul. Got his hands caught in the cookie jar. Can't push off. Otong with the adjustment.
Does it all himself, being the tallest guy on the court, but he's playing like a guard out there.
Gomez Jr., Monsieur, the corner.
See if Willis Paris can keep it going.
He
misses that
cooled
one.
off on that one. Saints still have the ball though. Second chance opportunity. Pull-up jumper almost straight away. Eventually with the deep 2. We saw this in the women's game. Second chance opportunities killed them. Early on, well, the Mountaineers trailed by 14. Brendan Sagan and his squad looking to improve to 6-10 with the win. The loss would drop the Mountaineers as well to 6-10. Wow. Wow. Pretty move, Ali Monsieur. Sized up. Milos Mlaja on the play, made the adjustment, and converted. Nothing going the other way.
Otong trying to get a nice little fancy layup of his own. Just can't quite get it to go.
Davis to Willis Paris. Bang! This guy cannot miss today. Glenn Willis Paris. His 4th 3-pointer of the contest. Foster gets blocked by Willis Paris. Gomez Jr. the other way. Over to Davis. Tried to find eventually in the corner. Tipped out of bounds, and a pair of substitutions coming. Willis Paris, all 90 feet right now playing it.
Oh, he is just playing phenomenal. Not only on offense, you just saw him get that block down there. He is just amazing all-around game for him, and it's just the second quarter with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left.
It was Paris matched up with John Dolmage. He's going to defer. Ricky is going to get blown by. 1-1! What a take! Jawan Lynch absorbs the contact, gets the hoop and the harm.
Goes down on the floor, makes the bucket, but you know what? He does a nice little somersault and gets himself right back up on the court, smiling.
And why not? Converts on the 3-point play there. Jawan Lynch coming into the game. The team's 4th leading scorer at 8.1 points per game. Otong, again, too strong on the left wing. Secured. Outlet. Willis Paris. He's going to pull it out. Driving baseline are the Saints. Kicks it. Pocket. Left wing. 3. Shot. Miss. Otong rebound off the miss by Smart. Case. To the lane. Trying to find Dolmage into the waiting hands of Willis Paris. Outlet. Gomez Jr. Sidesteps Cudgel Masuko and a beautiful layup. And a turnover. And again, things starting to unravel here for the Mountaineers, and Brian Jonker cannot be happy right now.
No, he cannot. It's 44-20, and yeah, kind of the same thing we saw in the women's game. Just something is just not there for Mohawk.
Case. Got 2-1-2, looks like full court press going. Otong finds it. Adjusts, midair, beautiful take of Manuel Otong. That's the athleticism we're talking about before the game.
Yeah, and that hang time too. He must have been in the air for at least 2 to 3 seconds on that.
Lynch, butting Morrison. He's going to get a block on, they're going to call offensive. Ricky Morrison's got to be held back.
He thought it was a blocking call. It was an offensive foul.
Ricky Morrison a little heated right now. 6'2" guard out Southfleet, Ontario. They got to find a mini run here. Doubling up the Saints being doubled up by the Saints right now are the Mountaineers. 5:30 left here in the first half of the D-Bark. You're watching M-Link Sports and Entertainment, bringing you OCAA men's basketball action on your Saturday evening. Steve Baxter alongside Greg Campbell. And Emmanuel Otong just playing with the ball on a string there, faked out all the Saints, got in an open take.
Everyone thought he was going to spin outwards, but
Paris from Paris. Oh. And again, Willis Paris heat check in the building. Ricky on the other end.
And I was mid-sentence, and Willis Paris just shut me right up. He is playing amazing.
Ian Gomez. Big train traffic. David Gomez Jr., my apologies. Match up with Case. Takes a screen from Willis Paris. Matched up with Dolmich. Oh, he's sizing him up. Eventually, he's got it. 3 on the shot clock. Drives into lane off the left hand. Too strong into the hands of Otong. Otong stutters. Pull-up jumper over Gomez. Ricky tried to climax at the end of that play. Doesn't happen. Case has it. No look to the corner. Masuka fadeaway short. Eventually, he's got it. A bit of a track meet going on right now. Eventually. Over to Lynch. Dolmich showing him to his right. Gomez ends up with it. Inside step. And he's going to head to the line. So Gomez and Case getting into it. So a little heated here between the point guard's partner.
St. Clair head coach had to tell him, hey, you know what, settle down.
So they are going to end up with it on the baseline. Nick eventually is going to inbound. Lynch is off, Case is off. Smart has it, over to Gomez. Gomez sidestep by Martin. The explosive first step by David Gomez Jr. You can see why this guy averages 25 a game with that quick little burst there.
Oh, yeah, and that was a very fancy take, but you know what? He felt comfortable doing it. It's definitely, he's very comfortable at taking his man and making the best out of his opportunities.
Now calling this game, we didn't get to mention off the top, Steve Foxcroft, Dave Estee, as well as Pascal Mapleston. And the thing is, what you just saw there was that Estee actually called a warning on the Mountaineers bench. So I'm not sure who said something there, but they got to be careful. Next one will be a technical. Otong. Got to find something going. They trailed by 23 with under 4 left here in the first half. Cudjoe off the right foot, and that's in. He likes that little fadeaway jumper, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Well, it creates space for him, and you know what? You can tell he does it a lot of the time, and he's just, you can tell he practices that fadeaway.
Otong, nice little Euro step off the right hand. He's going to get fouled. He will head back to the line. So a good defensive stop by the Mountaineers. Manuel Otong will head to the line as Brian Jonker calls his squad over. Otong, the Lone Ranger, will head to the line for 2.
Makes the first one. Averages
24 a game, shoots 66% from the charity stripe and 43% from the field. So 100% on that one. So 3:30 left in the first half. Isuka with his arms half-heartedly out. Eventually gets a screen from Willis Paris. scoops it. Ball swung around. Right wing three. That finds the back of the net.
What,
Sykes with the long three.
What ball movement by St. Clair, like we've been seeing all game. It's something that I guess about this St. Clair school with ball movement.
Masuko with the tippet on the play. So they're trying to find an answer. Substitution coming for the Saints. Gomez Jr. thought about, deferred to Willis Paris. Cross the pond, pocket left three, eventually! Man, that guy, he's eating his vegetables and more as he makes it rain there. They cannot miss. And Foster, no idea where his footing is. And again, similar storyline to the female game. Things are becoming undone right now, right before our very eyes in the early stages.
Yeah, things are definitely starting to get out of hand. It's 55-32. It's a 23-point spread. If they want to get something going, I know there's only 2.5 minutes left in this half, but if they want to get something going, it needs to start right now.
Gomez behind the back to that left hand. Oh, nice little pass inside to Smart. What a pass, Gomez to Smart. 2-on-1 the other way, 2-on-2. Gomez, stutter step into lane, pocket, right corner, Vedgley, too strong. Rebound Lynch on the floor. There you get him on the travel. So Lynch moving all over the place, trying to find a teammate there. But again, the hustle play is going the Saints' way right now. And coming up a little gingerly right now, too, is Jawan Lynch. You can see he's favoring that right leg right now. We'll see if he gets subbed out soon. Martin crosses back, shot missed. Masuko with the hustle. Who's it off last? It's going to be off the Saints.
That's a nice hustle play right there.
Kajo Masuka's going to inbound on the sideline. Martin. Masuka. Otong. Inside to Dolmage. There you go. Tic-tac-toe. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, and that was good ball movement. Get it inside, dish it back out, and put it back inside again. Keep the St. Clair defense on their toes.
Smart with a nice little bounce pass to Vedgley, and they have a response every single time the other way. Martin starts with the cross. Nice little pass between two defenders to Dolmage, who can't convert. Vedgley pushing the pace. Lobs it in off glass. Beautiful take, Jalen Sykes. Foster got his man moving. Too strong though. Fighting for a rebound is Dolmage on the play, as is Sykes. Mountaineers retain possession. So the Mohawk Mountaineers trailing big right now, 27 to be exact, in the late stages here in the first half at the D-Bar. Kajo tries to find somebody, he finds Otong, he's going to take it, he's got it. Hand down, man down, Emmanuel Otong makes him pay. Foster and Gomez Jr. I think this is a mismatch, we'll see if they exploit it. Vedgley to Gomez. Pull up right by the free throw line, got it. You can see that right from the start, partner. I mean, he had his defender moving.
Oh, yeah. Just the little hesitation, the quick look up at the basket, and then the drive is just getting.
Well, back-to-back threes by the Mountaineers, courtesy of Matt Foster. It's a 23-point lead. So they're going to hold for the last possession, looks like here. Brendan Sagan calling out to his player in Jalen Sykes to hold up. So he'll go against Kajo. Take the screen from Smart. Whoa, deep three! No words to describe what Jalen Sykes just did there. Yikes, all I can say if you're Brian Jonker. How do you stop that?
You wish and hope.
That's a Steph Curry range three right there.
I am speechless.
And a ticky-tack foul, we'll call it. We'll send Aaron Case to the line at the end of the first half here. So the bonus situation for the Mountaineers. Case makes it. So, interesting move here. Brendan Sagan screams to the scores table for a timeout, first-year coach. So an opportunity with 2 seconds here to try a full court play and go for that last shot opportunity. We'll see what he draws up out of the timeout. So a pair of threes made by the Mountaineers we're seeing in the late stages here in the first half, partner. And I mean, that's more of what they need, is that crisp ball movement we've seen from the visitors all afternoon into the early evening.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't even know what to say. It's just the ball movement hasn't been there quite for Mohawk, and the defense. They're running that 2-3 zone, trying to make St. Clair at the beginning take those outside shots, but they are hitting those outside shots. So they're going to have to try to switch up their defensive scheme, maybe try some man-to-man, just something different.
The issue is if they're making those threes, that defense just has to continue to pull out and out and out, and then while they're hitting you baseline with these backdoor cuts and these off-glass opportunities. So we'll see what's drawn up out of the timeout here. So Lynch and company, so they're not even going to contest it. So Sykes going to pick it up, the hoist to prayer. Interesting tactic by Brian Jonker's squad, allowing them to pick up the ball in the backcourt instead of getting beaten full court. But after 20 minutes, well, it's a big lead for the Saints. They lead 66-42 here at the D-Bark. We're going to take a look at some of our first half highlights here on your Saturday evening. And again, it's the deep right wing threes that have been made and have been killing the Saints here early on. And as you see both squads head off to the lockers right now, partner, I mean, if you're Brian Jonker, what do you have to do at the half to make your adjustments?
You know what? It's just better completing your offensive plays. A couple of them they have executed very well and getting some nice shots into the corner there. But overall, the passes have just been kind of stagnant and just kind of passing outside the key and haven't really been doing anything with it.
Well, Brendan Sagan and his squad, they sport a 24-point lead after 20 minutes of action here at the D-Bark. Will Brian Jonker and his squad flip the script in the second half? We're going to find out here at the D-Bark. Stay tuned to Emling Sports and Entertainment. You don't want to go anywhere. And we're looking at action as well around the OCA before we get into the breaks. George Brown leads St. Lawrence. They actually trail St. Lawrence 66-77. Centennial and Algonquin, they tip off at 6. U of T and Sheridan going at it in the second quarter, 27-32 the score of that game. And Humber and the Sioux square off at 8. So for Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, second half action coming up at the D-Bark shortly.
And
third quarter action.
Back.
Yeah, we're back, partner, here at the D-Bark. Second half action here on Emling Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter alongside myself, Greg Campbell, bringing you through Saturday evening action. And we'll see if it's a tale of two different halves. And nope, not by the start of that. Jalen Sykes with the deep right wing three to kick things off.
Oh, and yeah, just like you said, just right where they left off in the first half.
A foul on the floor, and Milo's trying to go for the reverse layup. So I want to tell you something, partner, before you get into your thought there.
Okay.
So right before I came back over to the table here to put my headset on and start this second half, Brian Jonker pulled me aside and said, hey, last time we played these guys, we were down 27 at the half in their building. And by the way, it's going to be the same result. We're going to beat them again.
Oh, my God.
So, a bold statement by the head coach of the Mountaineers. Will that statement hold up for the 14-year veteran and his team? We'll find out. Gomez!
Oh,
I don't think so.
Gomez. What a three.
What a shot and a pair of deep three balls. Emmanuel Otong responds on the other side. So a pair of deep three balls early on by the Saints. Pass intended for Vedgley in the corner there from Sykes. You can already see that three-point shot still working to perfection for the Saints. Willis Paris, who had 10 straight to open this contest, a 10-2 run of his own, and that is where I think the bleeding started. Eventually dumps it in. Fadeaway jumper short into the hands of Otong. Pushes it to Masuka. Kudjo tries to find Milos. No look underneath. Nice take.
And that was something I was going to say before. Milos and Otong seem like they have the height advantage against almost everybody on St. Clair. And I feel like they should be going to the post for majority of the rest of this game.
Sykes in and out of the toilet bowl on that one. One of 3 players with 14 points or more for the Saints. Jalen Sykes has 16 on 6 of 7 shooting from the field, including 3 3-pointers. Also making 4 3-pointers. Glenn Willis Paris with 16. And then David Gomez Jr. has 14 points. So those 3 alone have combined for 46 of the team's 66 points. They've hit 10 3-pointers compared to just 5 for the Mountaineers in that first half. Eventually over Milos, too strong, put back, attempted for the Milos the other way. Oh, beautiful strip. He's going to get called on the foul, but that hustle by Vedgley at the end saves the dunk.
I was just going to say, that hustle was awesome. Don't allow the easy dunk or the easy layups. It just hustle. That was a good foul to commit.
Emmanuel Otong leads the way with 16 points for the team after the first half, 6 of 15 from the field, including 2 of 6 from the land beyond. Kudjo Masuka, 6 points. Matt Foster, 6 points. And right now, Milos Majan, 2 of 4 from the field, 4 points. Makes that one there.
As he goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line.
Gomez. Going to swing that ball back and forth. Easiest way to break a press, folks, that is it right there. Just move the ball so fast that you can split defenders like that, and looking like Kyrie Irving, the way he scooped and adjusted on that one. My goodness, David Gomez.
Oh, he is having his way driving through the lane.
Milos with the rebound. The fight for it. So good hustle on the play. Jawan Lynch giving up just a couple inches, to say the least, to Milos Majan. Sits at 6'9", the aforementioned Lynch at just 5'11". But the hustle play again. Possession arrow favors the Mountaineers, though. Case on the inbound. Back to Milos. Spins. He's got to find someone. Milos over Willis Paris. Too strong. Tipped into the hands of Gomez. Gomez against Foster with the left hand. Creates contact. And he's going to head to the line. And he runs into the cameraman. It looks like.
It seems like he's okay. He's got a smile on his face, rubbing his head a little bit, but he's smiling.
Our camera crew over there just okay as well. Up close and personal here on MLink Sports Entertainment, getting you all the great shots you need. Steve Baxter alongside Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA men's basketball action here on your Saturday evening. As we just mentioned a couple minutes ago, for anyone just tuning in, well, the Mountaineers were down 27 the last time they played St. Clair at St. Clair to start the second half, and it was a triple overtime game in which they came back and won. Will the narrative be the same as it was in their last trip? We're about to find out with 17 minutes left in this game. Right now, though, currently trailing by 29. There's a substitution coming on the floor for Brendan Sagan. And Sarah's going to check in. Vedgley's going to check out. So what, in a nutshell, or in 140 characters or less, what does Mohawk need to do offensively throughout the rest of this game?
Offensively, they need to start swinging the ball faster, put more zip on their passes, because it seemed the passes that they're making just are kind of soft, and St. Clair is very easy to rotate over and get back on the man, like we just saw there with that weak pass, almost transitioning into 2 points for St. Clair.
Case has it the other way, 4 on 3. Foster, right wing, 3 right in front of the Mohawk bench, too strong. Willis Paris tipped it around with Kudjo. I'm going to say it's off Willis Paris last.
6 minutes and 32 seconds left in this third quarter. It is 76-47 for St. Clair.
We'll see what Brian Jonker and his team have in terms of a response. Again, same spot, Foster, same result. Otong in with the tip in. So Emmanuel Otong using what Mr. Baxter just mentioned with his reach to get the second chance opportunity off the foot of Case.
Yeah, they need to keep on going to Milos and Otong down low. They just have the height advantage over everyone.
Willis Paris is going to check out. Ian Smart is going to check in. It's David Gomez Jr. Gives over to Monsieur. Pocket left corner. Back out to the top. Ball swung around the world. Monsieur dumps it in on the baseline. Gomez doubled. Can he slip by? He does. Nifty little pass left wing 3 in front of the Saints bench. Shot missed. Otong is going to be fouled by Smart. Had the inside positioning, gets the foul.
And he does not agree with that foul call, raising his arms, asking, what did I just do?
Well, look what just happened is that with over almost 6 minutes left here in the first half, they're already in the bonus.
That is definitely not what you want.
That is the one thing we've seen here is that in the late stages of both the first and second quarter that the Saints were giving the Mountaineers bonus situation. But Mayo Tong may go just 50% from this line, shoots 66% from the charity stripe on the season. Goes 1 of 2, averages 24 a game. He's going to need that and more. The Mountaineers want to mount a comeback. Martin's on the floor now for the Mountaineers. Lynch trying to find Monsieur. They force him way outside. Delane's shot blocked, and they're going to call a foul. Mr. Baxter beside me is beside himself as Dalen Davis will head to the line for 2.
I don't know about that one. I honestly thought that was pretty clean. He just drove into 2 people. Again, just like I said in the women's game, that's why I'm not a referee.
Davis heads to the line, the team's 5th leading scorer, starting in 12 of the 15 games he's played in this year, shooting 53% from the charity stripe, 58% from the field, 8 points per game, as well as 5 rebounds a game. So will his numbers stay true to their form? They do on that trip. So the lead remains big for the Saints, who lead by 27 right now here at the D-Bar. Mountaineers got to start something going. They need a couple good stands. That won't help with the Case miss. It says remain with the Mountaineers after that ball was tipped out of bounds by Davis.
They definitely need to get something going here. It just things are just not rolling for them. Otong.
Speaking of rolling the ball, rolling on the floor, Gomez Jr. inside step on Dolmage, reaching. So again, they're trying to do a little too much offensively instead of move that ball around, and the Saints are going to end up with it.
Well, you know what? I actually think that was a pretty good foul by Dolmage, because if he didn't foul there, St. Clair was going to come down on a 2-on-1, and I would think most likely get an easy 2 points.
Davis gets it on the inbounds. Smart over Dolman, short into the hands of Otong. Almost turned it over. Otong dumps it inside. Masuka tried to find Dolmage, couldn't happen. Case. Martin. Otong. Find Masuka underneath. Good ball movement, and the Mountaineers rewarded with a trip to the charity stripe.
And another foul on St. Clair. They're already in bonus, so, I mean, if they want to come back in this game, might have to start with smart drives and free throw shots.
Kojo Masuka heads to the line, team's 3rd leading scorer, starting 12 of the 13 games he's played so far, shoots 63% from the line, averages 13 points per game, as well as 8.7 rebounds a game. Monsieur. Gomez Jr. matched up with Martin. Davis sets the screen. Looks for him, defers, matched up with Otong. Davis had it, deferred back to Davis over Dolmage, and well, hey, it worked out. Gave up the open 3, got the ball right back, and finds the back of the hole. case. Tic-tac-toe. Dolmage is fouled, and he'll head to the line. So again, in the last 2 possessions, we've finally seen the Mountaineers string together consecutive good passes. They've got the Saints on their heels a little, but it's on the defensive side. They also need to pick it up now.
And not only giving good passes. Did you see where those passes were? They were in the post. To their big men, they have way more height than St. Clair, and every time they pass the ball into the post, they're either getting fouled or they're getting a nice layup.
So Dolmage will head to the line for 2. John Dolmage, 3.4 points per game, shoots 58% from the line, 34% from the field. Just over 4 minutes left here in the third. 25-point lead for the Saints.
Substitution being made. Milos coming in for Dolmage.
A little bodying we can see up here. We'll see whether there's anything called. Him and TJ Howard going at it a little. Oh. Monsieur drawing the oohs and ahs from the crowd. Howard matched up with Mlachon. Bodies his way in. And Foster weighing there the entire time. One's got an out of bounds. Looks like one's got a charge. So they're just going to call it. They're going to call the charge on that. So they're actually going to call it a rebounding foul on TJ Howard. Of all things.
You know what? That being said, I mean, there must have been contact midair. I didn't see anything, but.
Again, partner, why we're over here apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Martin's going to split 4 Saints. Foster gets one moving. Left wing 3. In and out. Howard. Gomez. Touch pass. Davis. No look. Pocket corner. Smart back to his teammate. Oh, nice little Euro step shot missed by Gomez Jr. Otong. 2-on-1 the other way to Ricky Morrison. Too strong. Ball slapped around. Like the pinball wizard. Gomez Jr. 3-on-1 the other way. Stripped by Ricky Morrison at the very end. That is risky business going against 3 defenders. So Monsieur will have it underneath the basket. Right hand floater. Shot missed. Tipped around. Monsieur's got it. Howard looking to set the screen on Morrison. Nope, Monsieur. Whoa, behind his back. Wow, TJ Howard. What a pass backwards from Monsieur to TJ Howard. And it's becoming a game of street ball out here right now for the Saints, the way this ball's moving.
No-look pass.
Did Ricky Morrison just hit his head off the bottom of the scoreboard there?
Yeah. Or off the backboard, yeah. He's rubbing his
the backboard.
Yeah,
scoreboard would be a little higher.
Yeah. As he's rubbing his head going to the free throw line, he did hit his head off the bottom of the backboard.
Doesn't affect him there.
No, well, I mean, he's got the hair for cushioning.
Could be sponsored, too, by Head & Shoulders. Come on, guys. We got to figure this out. Ricky Morrison, the next ambassador of Head & Shoulders. Mohawk Athletics Department. Get on that one.
Yeah. As there is a foul being called on Mohawk's number 11, Emmanuel Otong. It will be St. Clair basketball.
So the foul in the backcourt, the shot clock will reset because of that. Davis is going to inbound right by the far side. Monsieur with that little nifty backwards pass to Howard the last time. Those two, are they going to work the magic again? They take a screen. Nice screen by Howard. Smart. Almost took him apart. Howard with the putback. He'll head to the line. So again, the defensive lapse by the Mountaineers on that one, partner. They get so caught up in that pick and roll action of Howard and Monsieur is that they forget that Smart is just trailing from the left wing and just finds his spot right above the arc there. And despite the miss, Howard has the inside positioning.
And there isn't much communication there. There's no calling for a switch. And if you're not going to switch, you have to be able to hedge out and temporarily guard the other man and then switch back to your man. but none of that is being done, and that's why they're just getting wide open threes from the elbow there.
So Otong's going to check out of the game. Puts Masuka back in. Ricky Morrison. Forced that in, almost stripped.
Almost gave that one away.
Martin's nifty little move, recovers the ball up and in.
Nice little half cross there.
Davis almost loses the handle. 6-foot guard out, Romulus, Michigan in his 3rd year.
They call an offensive foul on David Gomez of St. Clair. He can't believe it. He is beside himself right now. Now he's bumping.
And the explanation from Steve Foxcroft to Brendan Sagan on that call is not drawing a fun-filled response, I would say, to say the least. As Foxcroft saying that he is the one that saw the call and not that of his teammate official in Dan Esty.
As the referee wipes the sweat off the basketball, we get back underway.
No blood, sweat, and tears here at the D-Bark right now. 27-point lead remains for the Saints. So there's going to be a hold on that. Martin's going to get called. Gomez Jr. got him shifting. The receiver breaking down a DB. Got the inside position towards the touchdown area, a.k.a. the basket, and got called on the hold there.
Now these last couple minutes, it seems like Gomez Jr. and Jordan Martin are kind of getting into it a little bit. At the end of that last foul, they kind of chest bumped a little bit and gave each other a nice little stare down for a couple seconds. So look out for that matchup for the rest of this game. It should get more interesting.
Gomez averaging 25 points per game, shoots 80% from the line, 81 to be exact, makes them there. Morrison to Mlajon. No look to the corner, touch pass to Martin. Martin crosses over left to right, pull-up jumper, secured by Davis, sporting the black Nike headband. Gomez behind the back. Martin's going to pressure him. Here we go, one-on-one. Gomez Jr. is going to create contact against Milos. Oh, up and missed. Secured rebound, Howard. T.J. Howard cleans up the garbage. If it's not Gomez creating fits, then it's Howard creating fits right now for the Mountaineers. And Brian Jocker and his team just don't seem to have responses.
No, they don't. They just, it seems like they're just out of sync, not really communicating. And you could just see the look on their faces. There just seems like they weren't in it for this third quarter at all.
Brian Jonker telling me before the start of this third quarter that they were down 27 in their last matchup against St. Clair. Came back, won that game in triple overtime. Well, there's going to have to be a lot of work done over the next 11 minutes and 10 seconds if we want to see that. I'm sure you want to see triple overtime basketball.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. I think everybody loves overtime.
And it won't be like the NBA where it's all these stop fouls, TV timeouts, none of that on MLink Sports and Entertainment.
And we don't have James Harden here, so a lot less whistles.
So we are bringing you through OCA men's basketball action. Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, on your Saturday evening. Fadeaway three. Got it. First basket of the game, Robert Harrison, who's just checked in. Second-year product out of St. Thomas More. See if he adds a spark to the lineup. Monsieur with the screen from Howard. Switches, adjusts, and oh my goodness. Ali Monsieur looking like Muhammad Ali on that one. Switching left, right, fake, in and out, up and in.
Oh, what a play. And St. Clair is just...
They're toying with them at this point.
Not only are they capitalizing, they're making it look good too.
Case. Well, he's got something to say.
Yeah, answers with a three.
So they're going to pull up last shot opportunity. And you guys see this bumping going on. Otong almost with the strip. So watch Case right now, right next to Gomez Jr. Watch for it. I may call it. There's going to be a technical come up between these two at one point. Case and Gomez Jr. battling it out here in the late stages. Are they going to let him play? Let's see.
6 seconds left in the rest of the quarter.
Monsieur's got it. He's going to split Dolmage. It's going to be an illegal screen. TJ Howard's going to get called. Aaron Case is pumped up, and the Mountaineers will have last possession.
2.7 seconds. Let's see what they can do with it.
Otong is going to give it to Case. It's taken on the inbounds. It's split defender. Prayer up. In and out.
Oh, and that one was close.
So, after 3, the lead remains 29 points for St. Clair College Saints over your Mohawk Mountaineers. It's been a back and forth. I'd say it's been a quick pace game, but it's been all Saints since that opening tip-off. And again, those wing shots have been opening up this defense of the Mountaineers. And then if not, they're getting those second chance opportunities, partner.
Yeah, and you know what? They're having so much confidence in their offense and hitting inside shots, outside shots. You just saw a replay of Gomez Jr. pulling up from 3 feet behind the three-point line and draining it. So you could just see the confidence.
And then behind the back pass, no-look pass to his teammate TJ Howard on the three-pointer there. And well, Brian Jonker said this team was down by 27 before, and they came back and won. Well, a little bit of a steeper hill to climb this time with a 29-point cushion. Do the Saints have through 3? The game's lead scorer at this point, David Gomez Jr. Perfect 3 of 3 land beyond, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, filling up the box score right there. Jalen Sykes has 19, 4 points as well. And Glenn Willis-Paris, who started this game on a 10-2 run on his own, still has 16 points and 6 rebounds to this point. On the other side, Emmanuel Otong continues to play well, but he doesn't have a lot of help at this point. 21 points, 7 rebounds. Outside of that, Kojo Masuka with 8, and then Jordan Martin's got 6. And outside of that, it hasn't been great. As the Saints continue to shoot over 50% in this game, they shot 62% in the first half, 55% for the game at this point. Also 11 points off turnovers compared to just 4 for the Mountaineers. So we are going to get the fourth quarter underway here on MLink Sports and Entertainment. Steve Baxter, Greg Campbell bringing you through OCA men's basketball action on your Saturday afternoon. Monsieur, Gomez Jr. Try to find Smart into Howard. Dolmage had him tied up. John Dolmage just giving up too much size on that chance there.
And you can see right away as the fourth quarter starts, as soon as the guard gets the ball up at the top, they're instantly doubling him. So they obviously spoke about defensive pressure, so they can at least try to get back into this ball game.
Harrison has it off the turnover to Case. Harrison's going to shift around. Kojo straight away in the lane. Splits 3 defenders up and in. Strong take, Kojo Masuka. Gomez Jr. looking for that double, skips it to Monsieur across the pond. Davis. Gomez gets Case. Back to Monsieur. Got the defense moving. Monsieur, no look into the corner for Davis. Got it. Ali Monsieur is a shifty guard, to say the least.
Yeah. And you know what? Like you just said, St. Clair's been shooting, what was it, 63% or something from the field in this game, and it is continuing on here. They are not missing their open jump shots.
Case with a pretty reverse layup on the other end. And again, oh my goodness, Ali Monsieur, same pass he made to TJ Howard into Davis, slip pass to Howard, and the same result.
And what a play by St. Clair. You know, they are just having their way inside right now.
They steal, Davis has it. Monsieur, and Case ends up with it.
2-on-1.
The other way, sets up the lob. Otong, so long. Emmanuel Otong with the point of emphasis there. Trying to find some silver lining. Team down 27 still with 8 minutes left in the 4. Monsieur, pocket left corner, got it. Deadly shot, Ali Monsieur.
Mohawk just does not have an answer for this offense at all.
Case is going to try and respond on the other end. So a pair of substitutions coming up from Brendan Sagan and his team in his first year at the helm. Howard's out. Sykes is in, as is Lynch. Monsieur is out. Dolmage out, Case is out. Inbound from Oton and Milos. Martin gets his man moving, stutters into the lane, finds a streaky Foster! Matt Foster!
Oh my God, that even had me out of my seat. Oh my goodness.
Matt Foster with the strong take. Ian Smart gets Milos Mlajon up in air. Momentum Mountaineers. Martin, Ricky Morrison, Milos Mlajon!
And we have back-to-back dunks by Mohawk College, and that has got this building going.
A timeout on the floor. Brendan Sagan with a smart timeout and a 26-point lead right now for the Saints, who are still all smiles despite the two thunderous dunks we just saw moments ago here at the D-Mark. And I mean, partner, it's been a game of many head-scratching moments, but I mean, no doubters there on those dunks.
Oh man, those were just beautiful. And for the first one, I didn't even think he was going to go in and dunk. There was two defenders there. And I thought he was just going to come in, try to do a layup. But he said, you know what? Nope, I'm going to cram this down your throat.
And the thing is now for Brian Chalker and his squad, they have some life in this building, I would say, for the first time since tip-off. So it's a matter of this next 1 or 2 minutes, what kind of mini run are they going to make here? Yes, they're down 26. But we've seen they've been down by 27. They came back and won. And you know, in basketball, for the most part, games are never out of the question, especially in today's modern age.
No. You just have to play defense, but it's not impossible to go on a 10-0 run, 12-0 run. You just got to get those stops.
And defense is key because the Saints shot 55% through 3 quarters here at the D-Bar. And that is beautiful. Right off the break, Sykes breaks it. Full court press doesn't work. Foster. Otong. Deep 3, Emmanuel Otong.
And because of the deficit that Mohawk is in, I think the coach has just given their team to have the green light, shoot the ball, get back in this game.
Otong with the floater, too strong. Sykes got it. Sykes trying to find someone, finds Davis. 3-on-2 the other way. No look to Smart. Tried to find it back. Morrison almost with the steal. Davis ends up with it. Checks his footing. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass inside. Ian Smart, pretty reverse layup. Ian Smart took that defense apart.
And you know what? That really sucks because they did play amazing defense throughout that whole possession. That was just a really nice take.
So the Saints have cracked the 100-point barrier with 6:30 left here in the fourth. They lead 103-76. Martin in the lane, spins, adjusts underneath, try to find Milos. Turnover for the Mountaineers. The thing is, this Mohawk defense is having to force itself so much on this full court press that it's almost like a fast break every single time they go up the court. Nice little touch pass, Smart. I guess he tried lobbing it on that play. Didn't work out for Lynch on the other end. Morrison creates a contact and finishes against the bigger Sykes. Gomez Jr. tried splitting. He's going to get the foul. Ricky's got to be careful. And Gomez Jr. will draw the foul. A third-year, 6'2" guard out of Pontiac, Michigan. He's been playing big ball here at the D-Bar on your Saturday afternoon/evening. Lynch is going to inbound.
Mohawk still with that full court press, not changing a thing.
Davis, he's got to be careful of the double. Scoops it underneath. Gomez, oh, pretty handoff. Back to Gomez. Oh my goodness, you can't script that. Gomez Jr. and Lynch playing hot potato with the Mountaineers defense.
And Mohawk Mountaineers trying to get themselves back into this game, but they're They're exposing themselves too much on the defense, trying to anticipate passes maybe that they shouldn't anticipate because they're just getting beat. Backdoor, they're not good.
The thing is, like, you have to sell out, though, at this point because you're facing such a large deficit.
Right.
It's not 10 or 12 points where you can kind of afford to ride out the shot clock. I mean, at this point, they don't have answers defensively. So, like you said, they're hedging their bets, they're anticipating, and they're having to sell out defensively at this point, which leads to a lot of basically 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s.
Yep.
Those drills you do playing basketball growing up, that's the game right now for the Saints. And the thing is, they're showing patience.
Yes.
Because it's very easy to look at some of these takes and take them right away. But they are extremely patient for the lead they have right now. Harrison with the missed opportunity saw the heavens open up, and then the door slammed shut.
He is disappointed with himself on that. He knows he should have made that one.
And we got tech on Brian Jonker. I knew something like this was going to come eventually.
You just get that vibe from he has just not been very pleased at all since the beginning of this game.
Like a firecracker waiting to be lit off.
Actually. So
the Saints should be getting a free throw. Officials conferring right now. So what is going to happen, Gomez Jr. is going to take the free throw on the technical foul, sporting those slick green Nike shoes with the yellow check mark. I'm digging those, to say the least. And then the ball returns to where the point of interruption was. Those sneakers, though, man, reminds me of the Celtics. Like, those are some flashy shoes.
Those are very nice shoes.
Fresh kicks in a fresh game. I mean, he's not Ricky Morrison, who's a Head and Shoulders sponsor.
Yeah.
Still pulling for you, Ricky. Harrison, out of his outstretched arm, still recovers. Martin to Cudjoe. Bodies Ian Smart. That should be a charge. That is the right call.
And they do. He just dropped his shoulder into his chest.
It's like a running back hitting a linebacker in the box for football. Can't start with that shoulder. And the patience running thin right now for the Mountaineers, who are down by 28 points. That's a good call. I completely agree with that call right there.
I can see why he's upset. He's just trying to do the best for his team, trying to draw a foul, but you can't do that. You can't.
I think he absorbed it a little too.
Yeah.
I mean, it is award season in Hollywood. Doesn't get it on that one, though. No, never mind.
Not on that one. That one is a charge.
Aaron Case nominated in multiple categories.
Gomez Jr. with the charge.
Forcing the hand, I think, of the pinstripe crew there, to say the least. So the Saints sitting at 14 fouls. Next one would put the Mountaineers in bonus. Miscommunication, Case and Dolmage.
I think he just looked away from the pass before he actually caught the basketball.
He's anticipating, like you said, where he's going to go with the ball. It's something Brian Duffy talked to me about in the women's game. Oh, Foster with the block. But Sykes with the cleanup.
Oh, what a block.
Matt Foster sized up Joanne Lynch on that. It's like, get that out of here. I haven't seen a lot of blocks in this game either. Dolmage.
Good hustle play by Dolmage, being able to draw the foul as well.
So a little rumble, tumble here in the jungle known as the D-Bark. Willis Paris to check into the game, who started the game on a 10-0 run, on his 10-2 run on his own.
But you know what? He's been kind of quiet since then.
Can I just note on the side, he's got his shorts pulled up like it's the 60s?
Well, you know what? For all we know, it could provide better movement for your legs. I mean, I don't know.
I won't question it. He scored 10 straight off the bat. I've never done that in a game.
He knows what he's doing.
I haven't even done that in a game of pickup. Never mind competitive basketball.
Stay down.
Nice little move by Oton. Too strong again for Dolmage.
Trying to do a little bit too much. I feel like he just should have put up the layup there, but I mean.
I can't get over these shorts, man. Like.
And you know what? Every single time they drop lower, he turns them back up.
No look, St. Perry. Willis Paris to Smart, in and out. Otong doubled. Foster to Case. Matched up with Monsieur. Underneath to Otong. Okay, here we go. 3-on-1. Otong hustling back. Monsieur. Nice little layup on the left side. Looked off the defender, baited him into that pass. Easy take, Ali Monsieur.
On a 2-on-1, 3-on-1, there's nothing really you can do.
Cuncho. Foster. Got it! The odd 4-point play we may see here. Matt Foster with the emphatic dunk earlier on, and now he'll get the chance for a 4-point play. How many players can say they've done that in the game? A dunk and a 4-point play.
Oh, well, you know what? I wish I could, but I can't even dunk. Let alone, yeah, I know. Let alone that, I might have had a 4-point play in my day.
How about your glory days?
I mean, you know what? I was pretty good. But no, the ups just weren't there. I can't even dunk.
Gotta get like those springs in your shoes,
yeah.
You know?
Or go back to Nike Shocks.
There you go. Now we're talking. Monsieur's got the ball. Saints trying to find something. Foul on the floor. Lynch battling it out with Case.
And they call the foul on St. Clair.
So Lynch is going to end up with it. Steve Foxcroft with a couple of explanations about the fouls there.
But then again, whenever there is a foul, the players never agree with it. It's just the way it is.
It's usually just like a little pat on the behind. It's like, okay, sorry about that one.
Yeah.
That's the only really acknowledgement you get as an official at any single point. This Case heads back to the line.
3 minutes and 19 seconds left in this ball game. It is 110-83 for St. Clair.
Aaron Case, one of 7 Mountaineers averaging double figures on the year. Averages 11.4 to be exact. 72% from the line. Good on that trip. Lead still big though. Can't. Oh, never mind. Couldn't get it on the contact, but Jawan Lynch with the volleyball tip in. The lob to Otong. Oh, my goodness.
We were thinking the exact same thing. That would have been crazy.
I may have dropped the mic.
I would have just turned this off and walked out of the building.
Broadcast is over, folks.
Yep.
Don't worry about the final score. What just happened there? What could have just happened?
We saw what we wanted to see.
And sadly, as much as we joke about that, that's kind of what we've seen to this point, is what could have been for the Mountaineers at this point. Is a lot has been what could have been opportunities. They've never been really able to find their way back into this game.
No.
And one of the guys that might be the player of the game, Gomez Jr., is coming back. That tape kind of falling off his right shoulder slightly by the scorer's table here. He's having a good chuckle. You heard what I said. Oh, Emmanuel Otong.
With a dunk.
And go. Foster left wing 3, too strong. Monsieur rebound. So pair substitutions coming back for Brendan Sagan and his team. Sykes. Lynch matched up with Case on the right wing, looking for Smart. Smart sets the screen. He's going to seal. They're going to find Willis Paris, and how we started the game may be how we ended the game.
Willis Paris, what a game he is having today.
It's been quiet since that first quarter, but he's made his impact known. Otong doubled in the corner, back to Martin. Bounce pass, Foster. Gets Willis Paris moving. Martin, straightaway 3 over Monsieur off the front rim. So Brendan Sagan calling his substitutions that would have come on, off. That's going to do it. Again! Willis Paris can do no wrong on your Saturday evening, folks. This man, heat check in the building. The bench is emptied for the Saints, and he's all smiles. And that is going to pretty much seal it.
And this is right after I said he started off strong with the 10-0 run by himself. And I said he quieted down a little bit in that second, a little bit of the third quarter. He is right back in it in the fourth.
And he's rewarded with a trip to the bench.
Yes, he deserves a nice rest after this performance.
But, I mean, just what an exclamation point for the St. Clair College Saints. I mean, they're down. They were up 27 the last time these two teams played. They lost in triple overtime at home, never mind you. And for two teams trying to battle for playoff positioning, well, they've got the upper hand now as the benches have been emptied for both sides right now. Brian Jonker as well as Brendan Sagan's squad. Rebound secured on the play by Dallas Aikens. Setting up on the right wing is Blake Butler. To lane for Aikens. Adjustment, tips back up and in and out of the toilet bowl. Ricky Morrison's got it. Couple of possessions left here in the D-bar. Right wing deep three. That is too strong by Sheldon Arsenault.
And a foul being called.
6-foot guard out of Sherwood in his first year of eligibility. So a couple fouls coming off at the end here. And the Saints, angelic, the men and the women's squads here at the D-bar.
And there is
bonus situation.
Bonus situation.
So Javante Mitchell, 6'4" forward out of London, Ontario, will head to the line for two. Hopefully they don't replay the tape on that one at the scrimmage next time.
He hits nothing but air.
We don't have Shaq and the Fool, folks, but that would definitely be on that one.
40 seconds left in this ball game. 120-87 for St. Clair.
Ricky playing with the ball on a string. Ball moved around the perimeter. Harrison's got it. So kick it back out. Morrison's got it now. Fadeaway shot, too strong off the far side. Dolmage rebound, puts it up with the right hand, and that's in. Charles Dolmage with a nice little take near the end of this contest. That will be the last possession as St. Clair will dribble this one out. Blake Butler, the 6'3" guard out of Guelph, Ontario, in his first year, will get the honors of running this clock out as the Saints, the men and the lady squads, walk into the D-Bark and finish off the Mountaineers. Butler hands it off to Steve Foxcroft, and that is the end of the Saturday night contest. The St. Clair College Saints, well, like we said, it was a heavenly performance for his team in Brendan Sagan, who were leading by as much as 25 at the early stages of this game, and they put this game to rest. They never gave him a chance to get back in.
No, I mean, ever since tip-off, St. Clair did not pull up. It was just domination since the very beginning of the game, and Mohawk just couldn't capitalize on really anything that they wanted to capitalize on.
Now for the male Mountaineers, well, the next time they play at home is next Tuesday against U of T Mississauga. And partner, I mean, we saw some flashes of some good moments from the Mohawk Mountaineers. Again, it's just they got shocked by the intensity of the Saints right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints were giving them full court presses, and again, just like the women's game, just the passes were a little bit too soft, a little bit too careless, and the Saints just capitalized on second chance points and turnover points.
So big picture moving forward, talking to Brian Jonker before the game, he said, well, if they won this game, it was as big a game this season, almost like a playoff game. He said if they won, they only had to win between 2 and 5, 2 out of the 5 of their games moving forward. Well, now the road just got a little tougher as they dropped to 5 and 10. St. Clair improves to 5 and 10. And Brian Jonker thinks his squad is going to have to win at least 4 of the 5 of their next games and get some help from the rest of the OCAA men's division. So next time we find out whether they can do that or not, next Tuesday here on M-Link Sports and Entertainment as they take on U of T Mississauga. For Steve Baxter and myself, Greg Campbell, we'll see you on Tuesday.